Hey guys, Peter here to do an album review. Today I'm here to tell you all about the latest album from Serenity, The Last Night, out January 31st on Napalm Records. This album has 11 tracks, 47 minutes in length, and this is the band's 7th full-length studio album. If you like stories about knights, kings, battles, dragons, lyrically this album is going to be absolutely for you because it's filled with those kind of stories from beginning all the way to the end. But before I get sidetracked talking about the lyrical content and what to expect lyrically from this album, I really feel that in order to give you an overall view of what this album has in store, I really have to break it down into 3 other elements besides the lyrics, and that to me is structure, vocals, and sound. I really want to start with structure because I believe that's where the record starts, that's where the lifeline of the record is, and this album has great fluidity to it as far as the overall structure is concerned. You really have a record that doesn't have peaks or valleys, it just really has these very smooth up and down motions all the way throughout, and that to me is based on the individual structure of the songs, how the music in those songs plays out based on the lyrical content of the tracks. So everything is interconnected. If the lyrical content or if the mood of the song is one of more sadness, more sorrow, you feel a slight dip in intensity. If the song is about a battle, about a king, the mood of the song increases in intensity, so you get these very small peaks and very small valleys which allow the album to have a very linear approach but not be absolutely linear. There's life to it. The life comes from each individual song, from the individual structure that the songs have, but then when you look at the overall album, they all have this similar condiments that really hold the album together. So while having different songs, they all presented to you on the same platter, and that's what gives this song its very unique approach as far as the structure of the album is concerned. Vocally, the album is magnificent. The vocals, the layers, the backing vocals, the clean vocals, the harsh vocals, everything surrounding the vocals on this album is phenomenal. It's really one of the driving elements of the record, and it's really one of those elements that enriches the beauty of the music around it. They really elevate the lyrics with the vocals. They really know how to get the most out of the stories, and they really know how to tell stories. To me, these are all important components, but when you look at the actual vocals, specifically with the clean vocals, mesmerizing, beautiful work. They just have so much beauty, so much passion, so much harmony in it that you become mesmerized not only by the music that it's playing, by the way the vocals are coming at you mixed in with that music. I love all the elements surrounding the vocals. One of the elements that I really enjoyed besides the clean vocals was the backing vocals. They used the backing vocals to give certain portions of the song more volume, more heaviness without being heavy. The use of harsh vocals sporadically throughout the record really enrich the songs and really enriches the storytelling aspect of the songs. So everything surrounding the vocals on this album is beautifully done, and to me, one of the driving elements of the overall record. Sound, it's really a blend of power metal with symphonic metal. I do feel that this record has the pendulum flips a little bit more towards the symphonic metal than it does the power. I really feel like this is an album that the power has been a little bit stripped away from it, so it's more of a symphonic record all around. It plays well with the storytelling aspect that this album has. It plays really well with the lyrics, and more important, it plays well with the content of the lyrics. To me, that is an important factor. The stories that are being told on this record really play better with the symphonic side of the band versus the power metal side of the band. I still feel like there's power in certain tracks, but overall, when you look at the overall sound of this record, definitely more of a symphonic album than anything else. Last but not least, the lyrics, I already touched a little bit on it. This is not a concept album, but there is an idea, a lyrical common denominator through it. So while not being a concept album, at least not in the sense that we're used to, there is a common thread, and to me that's one of the components that then plays into the structure of the album and allows the album to be very concise and have this linear approach. Without that, I think the album would lose something. So having this common denominator as far as storytelling is concerned really plays well into the overall style and the delivery that they chose for this specific record. Overall, to me, this is a very good, well put together, well executed record. It feels a little bit safe. I felt that the band could perhaps try something new, try a few different elements to really elevate certain songs and to obviously elevate the overall record. Having said that, it's not a bad album. It's a really well, clean, executed record. I just felt like there was something missing. I'm not sure exactly what that is. perhaps we'll just call it it. There's it missing. I don't know exactly where to point my finger and exactly what that it is, but I just felt that perhaps a little bit more power in certain tracks would really make this album slightly better. But like I said, having said this is a really well executed, and for the style, for the lyrical content, for the overall structure of the record, it's really well done, and it sounds absolutely magnificent from beginning to end. An album that will captivate the fans of symphonic metal for sure, because it has all of the condiments that you need to have a powerful, well executed symphonic metal album. As far as songs are concerned, I want to go with Keeper of the Nights, one of my favorite songs on the album. This song has great energy and great melody. Musically, it starts off more stripped down, and then as the verses progress, it gains momentum. So it's a song that starts, the verses start really stripped, with every single passing moment, it feels like it's gaining strength, it's gaining volume, it's gaining momentum towards the chorus. The chorus has great sound. Using some backing vocals in the chorus really adds volume, not only to the overall sound of the chorus, but specifically to the vocals. And that to me is very important when you have this upwards motion that this song has going from the verses into the chorus. The solo adds a little bit of heaviness to the track, and to me that was really important because this is a real melodic, stripped down song, if you will. Not overly stripped down, but it has that effect to it. So you really needed a solo that brought some heaviness, that brought something, that brought the mood, the presence of the song down. I believe the solo on this track does that, and it was something that made the overall song a lot more memorable and a lot more powerful. Next, My Kingdom Comes. This song has a really interesting detail, which to me was this Arabic melody in the verses. I really enjoyed it. It was something that I didn't get from any other song. It was included in this track, and it really elevated this track and made it more memorable. I immediately noticed that element, that detail, and it was something that I gravitated towards. Using harsh vocals on this track really gives heaviness to the song without letting anything around it become heavy. Just including heavy, harsh vocals into the song immediately makes the song feel heavy. The guitars don't have to be heavy, the drums don't have to be heavy. You can still keep all the other symphonic elements present, but just including harsh vocals makes this song slightly heavier than for example, Keeper of the Nights. Then what they did in the chorus was really interesting. They didn't have harsh vocals in the chorus. They had clean vocals in the chorus, but they had layers to those clean vocals. So they had backing vocals in the chorus. So they were able to allow the song to have a different style of heaviness at that specific point without using the same element that they had used before. This is really important. This shows creativity. It shows that you can use different elements within the song to give the song the same characteristics and not make the song feel repetitive. I really like that. It has a different feel, a different texture to it. There's a melodic strip that in this song, there's a melodic portion of the song that really adds life and momentum to the track, but overall to me, this song is really about the usage of harsh vocals and backing vocals in order to give the song heaviness and different momentums of the track without using the same element. I really enjoyed that about My Kingdom Comes. Last, Down to Hell, a song that in my opinion is different from the previous two, and that's something you're going to find about every single song on this record, is that they're all very different. They all have different structure, while having some of the same components. Like I said, all of them are delivered on the same platter. What you're getting is different from every single track, and Down to Hell is one of those tracks that has a little bit more bite on the guitar, something that I wish that it was used a lot more throughout the record, but this is one of those songs that I really gravitated to because I felt was a lot heavier than other tracks, specifically from a guitar perspective. This one really packs a big bite as far as guitars are concerned. But it's a song that is dominated by the vocals. While the guitars feel heavy and are heavy on this track, I really feel the vocals are the driving force behind this song. They use backing vocals throughout the whole song, not just in the chorus, not just in the verses. It's really used throughout, and that adds heaviness. So you have another element. Not only the guitars are heavy on this track, you have a heavy approach to the way the vocals are coming at you by having backing vocals, making the vocals feel bigger, larger, having a lot more volume. And to me, that is the perfect companion to those heavier guitars. One of the more dynamic and energetic tracks on the record, and to me, that is done because of that extra bite that the guitars have. Allowing the guitars to drive the song really helps the storytelling aspect behind the track. It really helps the lyrics. The two just really come together extremely well, and to me that extra drive, that extra force allows the song to be overall very intuitive, very dynamic. The solo on this track is one of my favorite solos. I'll go as far as to say it is my favorite solo on the album. I just love what the solo on this song does. It doesn't break the track, it doesn't slow the momentum that the song has. It just picks up all the different elements that you have present in the song. A little bit of heaviness, melody, momentum. It picks up all of those elements, they pack it into the solo, and then they give it to you, giving that specific portion of the song a blast of energy and forward momentum. I absolutely love the solo, magnificently crafted and magnificently executed. Alright guys, this is it. This is Serenity, The Last Night. Let me know your thoughts on the band, on the singles that they've released so far. Use the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. I'll be reading those and getting back to you. Take care, guys.